First, you will need to clean the gutters to make sure they are free from debris. Wearing protective gloves, remove the large debris by hand. Eliminate the small debris by flushing the gutter with an ordinary garden hose. It's also a good idea to make sure the downspouts are clear and free-flowing. Because the product is installed with a 1-inch overlap, the first piece must be cut even to sit flush with the end of the gutter. To remove the overlap on the first piece of a run, position your speed square even with a 90-degree bend at the back and the flange at the front, and draw a cutting line from the top to the bottom of the piece. Now, using your tin snips, cut the piece along the drawn line so the end of the piece will fit flush with the end of the gutter. To properly position the product on the gutter, the front flange should fit on the inside of the lip of the gutter, and the 90-degree bend should be flush up against the gutter board. Now make sure your product has a 1/2 to 1-inch pitch from back to front. Starting at the right side of the piece you are installing, attach the solution to the gutter by inserting a 1/2-inch hip screw into the top of the piece, placing the screws approximately 12 inches apart, except for the final screw to the far left. That screw should not be placed until the next piece is positioned. We'll show you that in a moment. Next, attach the back of the piece to the gutter board by using the 1-inch screws, again placing them approximately 12 inches apart. Now it's time to position the second piece, which is going to overlap the first. So let's call the piece you just installed Piece A, and the section you are going to install Piece B. Piece A is secured to the gutter with the exception of that final screw on the far left side of the piece. Position Piece B snug up against Piece A, placing Piece B on top of Piece A. Now is when you want to insert your final screw into Piece A by inserting the screw on top of Piece B, effectively tying the two pieces together into the lip of the gutter. Insert a screw into the middle section of the overlapped pieces midway between the lip of the gutter and the gutter board. This will add stability to the connection of the two pieces. Now repeat this same process as you work your way down the gutter line, again working from right to left. So what happens when you get to the end of the gutter run and you have too big of a piece for the space you have left to cover? Well, simply measure the distance you have left, and then measure that distance on the final piece to be installed. You'll want to measure from the rear 90-degree bend in a right to left direction. Do not include in your measurement the 1-inch overlap. Using your speed square, mark a straight line down the product. With your tin snips, cut the piece from front to back down the marked line, trying to make as even of cut as possible. When you reach the back, cut the 90-degree bend in a downward direction. Position the final piece so it overlaps the previous piece and sits flush against the end cap of the gutter. Tie the two pieces together just as you did with previous sections, and secure the final piece to the lip of the gutter and the gutter board.